I remembered it clearly because I was there. I saw everything: the lanterns hanging from the trees, the young men singing and laughing, the scent of roasted goat meat in the air. The whole village was ready to celebrate. Everyone knew Nneka and Emenike had been waiting a long time for this day. They didn't have much, but they had each other. That was enough. But just before midnight, the king's guards arrived. 3 of them, armed, wearing those red beads and thick black wrappers, meant they came on royal command. They didn't ask any questions. They didn't say much. One of them just stepped forward and said, "The king has spoken. Nneka will marry the prince." We thought it was a joke. Emenike even laughed and said, "She's getting married to me tomorrow." Then the guards grabbed her. She screamed. Her mother held onto her waist, but one guard pushed her aside like she was nothing. Emenike fought. Of course he fought. He landed one punch before the guards beat him to the ground. I could still hear Nneka crying as they dragged her away, barefoot, into the night. That night, everything changed. You see, Emenike wasn't just some poor boy with dreams. He was the kind of man who worked hard for everything he had. He lost his parents young, started fishing at 12, built his own hut by 16, and never begged anyone for anything. He was quiet, honest, and content with what he had. And Nneka, she loved him. She loved him truly. I had seen the way she looked at him when she thought no one was watching. The way she waited for him by the stream, bringing roasted yam wrapped in leaves. They were planning a simple life, but it was theirs. But the prince wanted her. Everyone knew he had been eyeing her for months. She is very pretty. The prince always got what he wanted, even if it didn't belong to him. And his father, the king, was worse. He ruled like he owned our lives. No one could challenge him. No one ever did. So just like that, the wedding didn't happen. Nneka was locked in the palace. We heard she refused to eat or drink, and even refused the gift items from the prince. She cries all day, calling the name of her love. As for Emenike, something inside him chattered. He became a shadow of himself. The man who worked tirelessly for every scrap of his life, who had loved with all his heart. He had been robbed of the one thing he held dear. Anger and pain were all he felt. He felt cheated and bitter. Emenike disappeared from the village, vanishing into the forest. People say they see him every morning and every night, deep into the forest, crying beside the tree of love. He sought the God of love and the spirit of vengeance. On the night of the prince's wedding feast, Obiora laughed and drank, basking in his victory. But then, his laughter turned into shrieks. His fingers clawed at his own skin. He started saying things that didn't make sense. An invisible horror gripped him. It tore his royal garment, blabbing nonsense, his eyes wide with unseen terror. The king's son had gone mad. He ran from the palace, screaming into the night, haunted by things only he could see. Fear gripped the king. His guards ran after him. The villagers whispered. Some said it was guilt. Some said it was madness. And some of us, the ones who saw what they did that night, we said nothing. We just watched. The king was terrified. He sent for the village chief priest that same night. When the prince came, he performed his rituals and spoke with the gods. Then he turned to the king and said, "Your son took what did not belong to him. The gods are angry." The whole village watched in silence. The truth was out. The next day, Nneka was brought back to her parents' hut with no ceremony, no drums, no speech. Just a single guard walked her to the part of her mother's hut and left. When Emenike heard the news of her return, he ran like his life depended on it. When he reached her, he didn't say a word. He just held her tight, like he wasn't going to let her go again. They got married the next week. The whole village was happy for them. It wasn't a fancy marriage, but it was a joyful one. The kind of joy no one could ever take away from them again.